It is a pleasure to see you again on my CryptoQ Media channel. After XRP reaches a new all-time high, excuse the pun, and continues to increase, the most likely consequence, according to my reasoning, is that it will enter price discovery. Do not let this opportunity slip your mind. In fact, you are the one responsible. Here, everyone is an adult. The power to make our own decisions is within our grasp. Yes, I am aware of the risks, and I am not attempting to minimize them. But I might be totally incorrect. Even though no one possesses a crystal ball, what does the evidence indicate if you ignore the numbers in the charts? What is the most probable result based on historical data? In addition, I think the answer is obvious: huge price hikes. So, I'll be making that case in this video. Moreover, I am not innocently harboring these sentiments or views. Reasoning and evidence have led me to the conclusion that the most likely outcome is a tremendous upswing, and I'll tell you what I'm going to do if that turns out to be the case. I am completely protected. Currently, I am in the ideal position to achieve my goals. It would be a highly risky move for this to come to fruition because it would put me in the spotlight and attract others who would want to profit from it. In any case, a person's viewpoint matters none to anyone. Feel free to do anything you choose. I shall remain silent. What I mean is that, from what I've seen, that tactic usually doesn't work for those looking for green candles. Good luck. I want to make it apparent that I am not from a wealthy background. You should not invest or trade based on my advice because I am not a financial advisor. Since I'm only a casual YouTuber who loves to chat and make videos on Bitcoin, I wanted to start by sharing this post from chart analyst Mustache. Before I go any further, let me clarify, I'm highlighting this because he included the hashtag Bitcoin. If I come across any related posts, I will occasionally share them. The rationale behind this is that prior examples are significant. History follows a predictable pattern. The answer is yes, it rhymes, but not exactly. Using past data to predict the future of the market cycle is, in my opinion, a very sensible strategy. The price of Bitcoin is shown on this chart. A negative outlook on Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies is understandable right now, he says, but it won't be forever. What follows is the last and most potent step of the whole cycle, which is: the enormous bull is about to greet you. He is so providing you with data that extends over a whole decade. You can observe the events that have transpired across many cycles because this is the relative strength index, and it has obviously not reached a high like the last couple of market cycles. That's simply another aspect to consider. There is no silver bullet metric. For this reason, I've dedicated a great deal of video time to demonstrating how you can track the progress of Bitcoin and XRP using a variety of metrics. If market cycles do in fact end, this one is unique since it certainly doesn't look like it. At any given moment, this time is different, isn't it? To paraphrase a well-known last statement, it's almost never different. But there will be times when being bearish is the best course of action, as he says in this piece. So, here we have an article penned by a famous chart analyst whose work I am only vaguely aware with. He has 135,900 followers on Instagram, but I only just found out about him. The bulk of the post he posted will also be skipped by me. Right now, that's what you see on your screen. Listen, I'm only interested in the first bit, so feel free to stop reading if you want. He claims that we could still go there without any problems, even if a con artist demanded 150,000 in Bitcoin. However, by the time we arrived, they would have raised the price to 300,000 to maintain the operation of the engagement farm, and the hungry mob would have believed them and refused to sell. Because of that, it is correct. Most analysts are completely ineffective. I have a motive for regularly following a small number of analysts. You won't believe how bad most of these are. From what I can tell, not a single one of the analysts that I follow predicted that Bitcoin would fall to its lowest point in early 2023, whereas the majority of these scamfluencers and awful chart analysts were expecting quite the opposite. It turned out that that wasn't the widely held opinion. In short, I just wanted to let you know that we will reach the market's top at some point. There will be a lot of powerful people and chart analysts who are dead set on us keeping going up. While this is correct for each cycle, it will eventually become false. Depending on the circumstances, honesty might shift at any given time. As you reach the high, you won't perceive it as a peak, rather, you will feel elated. Many are crossing their fingers that it will be sustained. Therefore, I am just telling you this, I am not an analyzer of charts. It is my hope that I will not be one. Although I have no interest in meeting one, I do like to follow reliable chart analysts that have a track record of success. As a matter of urgency, I wanted to inform you that whenever we get to that stage, I will inform you that these well-regarded chart specialists whose opinions I have long respected are unanimous. They will, in my opinion. I'm willing to bet that when we near the top, everyone will be talking about it, and I'll be sure to pass the word along to you. Although it may not receive widespread approval, I will inform you as soon as it occurs. Let me just say it. Hello is what I intend to say. It must be reported by someone. They have reported it? Is it something you're curious about when we get there, or would you like to remain anonymous like I am? Being a real person is more essential to you than always pushing yourself to the limit, isn't it? For the simple reason that this is the usual path that most average individuals who make a living betting on retail go to ruin. Notify me just in case. Remain in my presence. I will let you know when we arrive, but right now we are not there. That is the whole purpose, folks. In a piece that featured Bitcoin and fuel multiple, chart guru Dr. Magic warned that this is not the place to be when a market cycle comes to a close. I am bringing this to your notice because of it. The overheat warning, he claims, is being ignored. Relaxation period, the mid-cycle is almost over. The most optimistic quarter is just around the corner. With the US dollar index decreasing, liquidity is expanding. How awful it feels. No one should expect a recession anytime soon. There will be no getting out of this bull market now. I think it's fantastic that we may all choose our own investing strategy. My idea is to do nothing after buying anything, no matter what happens in the near future. Make a noise. Not at all pertinent. No amount of money will be safe if the market falls. Fair enough, it doesn't bother me. The crypto pie will continue to expand after an endless amount of years. Rising market trends, things are looking up, generally speaking, as time passes. If you don't get the chance to experience the incredible fortune I've mentioned, it's entirely on you. Having the opportunity is absolutely fantastic. I find it motivating that regular people like you and me can do this. On top of that, over the past 7 years or more, I have been trending in that way. I have been encrypted for about 7 years. Have faith in my word that it works. A little exposure is all that's needed. From there, time will handle the rest. The stock and bond markets are the same. That is the reasoning. Several people invest their savings for several years in the stock market in the hopes of becoming extremely wealthy either during or just before retirement. That same principle applies even to crypto. Since substantially less money is invested in cryptocurrencies, the only real difference is the speed, which is light years ahead of the stock market. These bizarre multiplication effects are made achievable in this manner. No human being has ever lived when this opportunity has arisen. This will not be an accident. The only thing I'm going to do is hold on. Furthermore, Chart Handles Dr. Magic has written this post. It is highly unusual, and usually indicates a regime change, for weekly candles to swallow the upper or lower boundary of the Bollinger Band, in his opinion. Taking back the center ground is a surefire way to confirm a regime change. We are quite grateful for the viewers' presence here. It means a lot to me that you've subscribed and watched my channel. Until then, take care.